So I'm thinking about the universe, and I think that we conceive of the universe as being infinite, and there's the known universe and the solar system, the galaxy, and etc. And then beyond that, we have the universe extending into infinity. That's our belief, anyway, and we have no way of establishing that. But it seems to me that there could be very, very large differences in scale in the way we're considering this thing. So what I mean is, for example, an ant. If you have an ant crawling around on the floor somewhere, the ant probably thinks that the room it's in is equivalent of a universe. I don't know how far an ant can see, but however far, it probably thinks that where it's living is all there is. There's no reason that the ant would know about anything beyond the house it's in or whatever. So the ant thinks that the room it's in is the equivalent of a universe. And maybe the same thing applies to us. So we believe the universe is everything, because all that we can see, as far as we can see and as much as we know, tells us that the universe is everything. But it could be just we're under the bed of some alien's house. We're just a small thing compared to a larger universe out there. But then you run into the question of, well, what's beyond that and what's beyond that, and it becomes unreasonable to think that way. So it seems logical to assume that the scale at which we live is the way things are, and there isn't some enormous larger scale beyond that. But it's really hard to say. But it does seem to me that if the universe is infinite, then there must be other life forms. There must be another Earth, another solar system, and life must exist elsewhere. Now, whether we'll ever see this life form, meet it, is impossible to know, obviously. But I think it's unreasonable to think that there isn't other life out there somewhere. The elements to create life seem to be quite abundant elsewhere as well. And I can't see a reason why there wouldn't be other life forms out there. So I'm not sure that life is as special as we think it is. It's possible that we're common as much. Now, if we should meet another life form, assuming that the scale that we live, in which we live, makes that possible, it's hard to know how that will go down, because we can't get on with each other here on Earth, let alone with another species. And there's also the other species to consider, and how would they regard us. So I think meeting another life form will naturally lead to war, and possibly the extinction of life on Earth. I'm not scared really by that possibility, because I think that the likelihood of meeting another life form seems impossibly remote. It could happen, but highly unlikely.